Welcome back to the part 2 of this series. We had seen the indoor plants in the previous episode. So today we are going to check out what are the plants that are mostly grown outdoors, as well as which need a mix of both indoors and outdoors, like something like a balcony plant or something which can take shade but also needs sunlight. So we have come here today to check out and see which are the plants and which will suit the urban crowd here, and which are the plants which will be much easier for kids to grow, to encourage them during this vacation time. And as well, they also sell seeds, so we might also want to check out that as an activity for kids. So all of that would be covered in this vlog today. So we're going to cover mostly outdoors and hybrid plants, that is indoor come outdoor plants. Yeah, so Akshay, so which are the outdoor plants that would be ideal for kids or first time, gardeners?
First time gardeners, they can go with aloe vera.
Okay.
And then jasmine. And then rose also people take.
Okay.
Rose is very fast moving with us.
Oh.
And there are many varieties of rose. Like this you can see, it has double color.
Yeah.
2 colors in one plant. And then this hibiscus is very fast moving and very easy to maintain.
Okay.
We have multiple colors.
So do you actually suggest flowering plants or more greens for first timers?
More greens would be good for first timers, because flowering plants, they need a little maintenance, like we have to regularly spray them with insecticides. When flowers are there, many insects come and attack.
Okay.
So mainly there is one big issue with mealybugs in Bangalore.
Okay.
That is what which comes and attacks rose and hibiscus.
Okay.
From rose and hibiscus it will spread to the other plants.
Okay.
So it will go to all other plants and it will eat up the leaves.
Okay.
So it's better to start with green plants with more of leaves, and once they are experienced and once they are regular with their spraying and manuring, they can start with flowering.
Okay.
And as we know, in many apartments there is very less sunlight.
Okay.
So people take flowering plants and put it in less sunlight area where it can't grow.
Okay.
It will not flower. So that's one major complaint we get. So it's better to go with green plants.
Green plants. Okay. And what I have generally observed is when we manure it, right? So once we do the remanuring, after a day or two it starts getting that white kind of layer on top of the leaves, and
that is what is insects,
Okay.
mealybugs.
Okay.
So that mealybugs, to be controlled, we have to spray either neem oil or any neem based spray,
Okay.
which is organic.
Okay. Neem based spray.
Neem based spray. You can go with chemical sprays also, but when it's a house balcony, it is more not safe to spray chemical sprays.
True. Very true.
It spreads inside the house and it will stay for 2-3 days. That will create problems. It will not create major problem instantly, but slowly when it's regularly sprayed, then that creates problem.
And so coming back to the outdoors, so for seasoned gardeners, so what are the exotic outdoor plants or the mini trees that you would suggest, and what collections do you have?
Seasoned, we don't have anything seasoned.
No, for seasoned gardeners who are
seasoned gardeners, they can go with dahlias, they can go with chrysanthemums,
okay,
and then there are these gazanias, petunias, impatiens.
Can you see them because the names are all sounding like bouncing off my head.
So this is dahlia.
Okay.
So once the flowers are done, we have to prune them and then they reshoot again.
Okay.
So it will take some time. And then there is this chrysanthemum this side. So this is chrysanthemum.
Okay.
So now these are the new plants, but these are the old stock ones,
Okay.
which flowers are done,
Yeah, it's almost all dried
almost
up.
drying up. So what we have to do is we have to prune them like this. So these are the before batch.
Okay.
So we have whatever was left out, we have pruned them like this. Now they have started flowering up again.
Okay.
So
Can you
this
just tell for people who are new to this,
Yes.
like, what is pruning? What is
pruning is when there are these flowers on top, it is
Okay.
tough for plant to reshoot again.
Okay.
So whatever manure is there, it will be passing through this main stem,
Okay.
and it will be taking up by these flowers which are drying up.
Okay.
So when we prune it, the manure will start spreading. The whatever nutrients plant is consuming,
Mhm.
it will start spreading, and the shoots will come up from side branches. From
Okay.
the side branches will come up, and in those new branches only flower comes up.
Okay.
So that is what is pruning.
Pruning.
Not applicable for all plants. Only some plants like chrysanthemum, rose, we have to do this.
Okay.
And then these are kalanchoes. Again, there is no season for it, but once the plant is matured, it will reduce in flowering quantity.
Okay.
So it is a different nature.
So these are the small snake plants. that
Snake
you
plants,
spoke
yes.
about? Okay.
Small snake plants, this and those are the small varieties of snake plants.
Yes.
Those all are snake plants. You can see in this spot all varieties of dwarf snake plants I have put.
Okay.
There are almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 varieties are there
Oh.
in one pot. These are called impatiens. These
Okay.
also flower throughout the year, but plant's life is not there. It maximum
Okay.
stays for 6 months, 4 to
Okay.
6 months. This plant is called poinsettia.
Okay.
This is flower. The leaves itself will turn to flower.
multicolors. Yeah.
Yes, actually it comes as red only, plain red, pink and yellow, but this one has got multi-patch.
Okay.
So this plant's nature is, it will be green throughout the year. This green color, right? It will be green throughout the year,
Okay.
and then when it comes to December, this color appears. The red covers up completely. So
Okay.
that is when it gets the color. It's mainly
Okay.
called December Christmas plant.
Okay. Oh.
And then these are very good outdoor plants. It's called geranium.
Okay.
Little delicate, when we over water them they'll dry up,
Okay.
but they are very good outdoor plants.
Okay. Can you just tell me what is the logic behind the plants drying up when you overwater them?
When we over water them,
Yeah.
not all plants have hard roots. So some plants which have soft roots, when it is soaked completely in water, it will start rotting. The roots will start rotting. That is the reason it will start drying up. If you can see in this plant, this stem also is very soft. Stem is very soft, and in this plant it is very hard. Stem, you can see brownish color.
Okay.
It is very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
So this is soft stem, this is hard stem. This you
So this is
water,
drying out.
this naturally is like this.
Okay.
This when you water, over water or less water, it will survive,
Okay.
but this will not.
Okay.
It's like that. This is very good outdoor plant, and throughout the year flowering.
So what are these?
Beginners can go for this also. It's called Placranthus.
Okay. Placranthus.
Yes.
I think I might have not heard so many names in my biology as what I'm learning now from you. That's really nice.
When it gets good sunlight, it will have flowers all over. Complete.
Okay. So
And
these are also a kind of
snake plants.
snake plants, is it?
plants. Yes.
Okay. So guys, you can see how well they've utilized the space. So they've actually made layers or bunks type. So for the greenhouse.
These are succulents.
Okay.
They mainly come in sunlight, but they can be kept in indoor also. When it's kept in indoor, once in a week, twice in a week, we have to shift it out.
Oh, okay.
And these don't need too much water. Weekly once we can water. Very low maintenance and very hardy plants. We have less collection of succulents right now.
Okay.
We will have soon more. And snake plants, very easy to propagate. This is a new baby coming up in the side.
Okay.
So once little it is matured, we can remove it from here, put it in another pot. Maybe when it is this size, you can see here, this has grown a little. So we can shift it to a bigger pot.
Bigger pot.
It will grow up.
Just that bunch.
Just
alone.
that bunch alone we can remove.
Okay.
If you want, I can show you a trial of it.
Sure. So
Like
guys,
this.
here is a live demo of what
Like
you all
this,
wanted.
it has grown.
Beautiful.
So
See the roots, right? With the beautiful color of brown and white.
comes out with the roots. This we can plant it separately.
Okay.
It will grow up. This we can put it back and add some more soil, so it gets more
More
fertile.
okay.
This can be planted separately. Now
Beautiful. So this is a new baby plant which will get into a new life.
you can see it's there in all the plants. This also a new baby plant, and this one, if you see it, you can see here it is shooting up. This is a baby plant coming up.
Oh.
This one. It will break the pot. It will break the pot and
Okay.
come out. You can see here.
No, but how did you know that it is actually growing without, because of the pot shape?
Pot shape.
Okay.
It is.
So
you
guys,
can
can
see
you
the
see
shape.
the shape? It is not circular. It's slightly oval. It's slightly, pushing the pot to one side. So that's how we kind of understand there is a new bud that is coming out in the roots.
These all are anthuriums. They are good indoor plants. Indoor means where it gets 1 or 2 hours sunlight per day.
Okay.
We can keep it there. Not very direct sunlight also. A little indirect sunlight.
Okay.
This plant is called blue star fern. So
Ferns, huh? Okay.
fern. It's a variety of fern. It's called blue star fern.
Okay.
So this, it will come out of the pot. The roots will come out of the pot. I think here you can see the roots growing up. So they will actually shoot out.
Yeah.
So we can propagate this also, same like how we did with the snake plant.
Snake plant. Okay.
Yes. These are some snake plants we propagated.
So I think these would be a nice weekend or a summer activity for kids to do
Yes,
that in
yes.
their terraces or balconies.
Yes, you can see them growing actually from small plant. And then we have these money plants. Very good balcony plants.
Yes.
Hanging pot. We have smaller pots also.
Okay. What is this variety of
It's normal variegated money plant.
okay, because these have multi-shade
Yes,
leaves,
yes.
whereas the general plants will only have dark green.
Yes.
And even these are also
This is golden
variety
money
of
plant.
money plant, okay.
Golden money plant or neon green.
okay.
And then this is money plant marble queen.
Marble Queen,
Yes.
amazing
And then-
names.
This is money plant enjoy.
Oh, that's very close, guys. Did you see the colorations and the pigmentations are very close? So you will have to actually know them quite a bit to
This
differentiate them well.
money plant enjoy will have crumbled leaves, but this is a flat leaf. You can see
Okay.
that is the differentiation.
Okay. Then the color, it is the texture of the leaf.
Texture
and
of the
over
leaf.
Okay.
And then in this also there is one more money plant marble that
Okay.
actually won't have pointed tip. It will have a round tip
Okay.
that we don't have right now. And then when we go for the bigger plants, we have them here.
This looks like a mini jungle.
All big trees we keep here.
So what is the name of this particular tree that we're seeing in front of us?
It's a temple tree.
Okay.
It's called Plumeria fixie pink.
Okay.
It's called Plumeria fixie pink. You can see this flower.
Okay.
That's the flower of this. There are colors actually in Plumerias. I will show you, it's there that side. This is also one variety of Plumeria here.
Yes.
Double shaded. And these are the big sizes of neem tree which we have.
Oh. But these are actually still young, right?
Yes,
Much young.
they will be 2 years
2
old.
years.
Yes, 2 years old. In ground they would have grown more bigger. And this is one variety of bamboo. It is called Thai bamboo variegated.
Okay.
And then these are the normal bamboos here. This bamboo is called Buddha belly bamboo. If you see the shape of the stem, right, it has that Buddha belly, a Chinese Buddha belly.
Okay.
So it's called Buddha belly bamboo. And this one is golden bamboo, normal jungle bamboo.
Oh, okay.
It has golden stem. Here you can see different varieties of temple trees. Again, there is white. You can shoot the flower. White.
Yeah, the white flowers there.
And this side when we go, there is pink, there is yellow.
So even this is also a temple tree.
Temple tree. And then these are the big size of betel nut plants.
Okay.
Betel nut. And then this is called phoenix palm.
Okay.
And
Guys, we are actually learning a lot of names today. So please make sure you learn the names first so that you'll be able to appreciate your plant much better.
here if you see, this plant is called fish tail palm. The leaf naturally comes like a fish tail.
Okay.
So that shape
Beautiful,
is
beautiful.
Shape naturally comes like a fish tail. So it's called fish tail palm.
Okay.
And then there is one thing called foxtail palm. You can see this leaf. There is one stem all over leaves.
Okay.
So that's like a foxtail.
Okay.
So it's called foxtail palm.
Okay. So this is bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea. Yeah. The flowers, they flower throughout the year, and now it flowers more actually in this season. We have around 5 to 6 colors. These are small size neem trees. Neem, this one. To a fruit plant section, we have water apple, we have chiku, and then we have guava. This is called star fruit. you can see small fruits appearing here. Star fruit, that is star fruit.
Okay.
And then guava also you can see it's fruiting up. Here you can see the fruits already growing. This is Mosambi here.
Oh. These ones. These
Mosambi,
buds.
Mosambi. And then we have coconut. And then these are mango. You can see the flowers here, mango plants.
Guys, do excuse us for the angles since we're walking through plants. I don't want to damage them. Though my camera angles are a little weird, but I didn't want to damage any plants, so thanks for understanding.
Here if you see there is a different variety of Mosambi. This is a Mosambi, variegated Mosambi.
Wow, beautiful.
And then
So these actually grow into mini trees, eh?
yeah, it becomes a tree. Leaves come into this color.
So these are chiku, is it? First I
Chiku.
thought from far it was kiwi.
Chiku.
And
This is one variety of plant which grows on trees. You can see the roots. They're actually holding the trees.
okay.
Here you can show. Here. The roots.
Oh,
They hold up
to the trees, huh?
to the tree. Yes.
Wow.
Here if you see there are big roots holding the trees.
So what is this plant called?
It's a philodendron.
Okay. So guys, I think you have had a great share of all knowledge that was conveyed. I personally took time today to shoot the part 2 series of this nursery. It's not just to showcase the nursery and the varieties. It is about the knowledge that they have, and with the passion and this conviction that they do this work. For them it is more of heartfelt, soulful work that they do. They treat plants like family members. They know each and every one of them, how they behave, what kind of watering needs to be done, when which section of plants needs remanuring. So all these is some kind of a knowledge that we will have to learn if we are going to be hobby gardeners. The whole part of having gardening as a hobby is to enjoy the process. It is not just to buy some ready-made plants which are already flowering and then take a pick. It is to actually get your hands dirty, know your plants, and then grow them. If you feel this was informative and you like this video or the entire series, that's great. Please do give me a shout out in the comments, and also do let me know what other topics you want me to cover. I will be more than happy to document them for you. Please subscribe to my channel to keep getting more of such videos so that we stay connected. Thank you.